1 2 1 2 mic check. If it's anyone over there in chat, please let me know if video is okay and audio is okay. Yes, JFix, amplifier time. I want to finish because I told you I want this one to go out from the house before Christmas. It's taking too much space in my house. So sooner, better for me. Sooner I finish it, better is for me. Like that can go out from the house and I don't need to have any issue with it inside the house. Good evening, Michael George. I need to move back in UK. Can see these nightlife clips. Good evening, Ice Squish. Sound okay? Video okay? Because I say when I work on this one, I always need to move my camera to set up my lights on this side, not on my working bench. And I want to make sure that the video quality is good and audio is good. Huh? Anyone can confirm that? Yeah, thank you, Ice Squish. Yeah, I need to finish because I want to get out this one from the house before Christmas. So I think tonight we're gonna have a play sound on it to see how it's working. And let's see how it will gonna go. One sec, I got a message. Let me answer to this message. Yeah, my little boy he fall asleep and sleeping like an angel. We just check on him before starting the stream to make sure that he's okay. Today also he went to nursery. He enjoyed it. And yeah, before installing the amplifiers here, I need to do a few things. I need to measure in this wire here and this wire here, which belongs to the speaker protection circuit, to don't have any voltage leakage, because we don't want to put voltage on the output of the amplifier. This one just need to measure the presence of a DC voltage, because the speakers, they get burned if DC voltage goes to them. And after measuring to make sure there is no voltage over there, we're gonna also test the circuit to make sure it's working. So we're gonna inject slowly, gradually voltage, DC voltage with my power supply on this wire against the ground, same as here. And we're gonna see also the sensitivity of how many millivolts the relay we're gonna click in. And after those tests passed okay, then we can install the amplifiers here in place with these long bolts over here. With these long bolts. Then we're gonna go there to hold in place the amplifier on these 4 nuts over there. And yeah. Alright, so let me try to find the cable. Cable is plugged in there on the mains. The power button is off. Let's connect the cable. Let's turn it on. So no boom, no poke, no net. I heard 3 clicks, so 1, 2, 3 relays. Let's put on DC voltage. So we're watching always the white one. Just a second, my multimeter just disconnected. Let me connect it back. It's back to life. And let's see if there is any voltage present over there. So our ground is anywhere over there, here. What? 70 millivolts. It's all right. And here we have 102 millivolts. If I measure against his own ground, oh, but those millivolts doesn't have any current, and when it's connected to a speaker, should be nothing. So let me find my 8 ohm resistors over here. Try to connect through those 8 ohm resistors to see what's going on. So I have here 8 ohm resistors, which are my dummy loads. And let's get this one against the ground over there. Let's attach this one over there. Let's see if I attach this. See, there's nothing over there when you connect the speaker. Yeah, there's nothing over there when you connect the speaker. Only this one wants to stay good on the ground. Yeah, it should be fine. Let me switch it off. And unplug the cable. Good evening, Carter. How are you? And let's bring the amplifiers in. Right. Let me see which one is which. So this one is from that channel, because the speaker, I need to remove this wire and solder that wire in place there. But I need to remove also this blue wire over here. So let me just find a place over here so to desolder that wire. Let's desolder this wire because we don't need it. Right, that's our ground, it's our signal. Let's desolder also that wire. Just say that we don't need it there. Right. Right. And let's try to seal it in. I need to disconnect also this jumper because now this is going to be connected to the thermocouple to offer over protection for overheating. And let's see how we can sit this one back to its place over there. Sit somewhere there. Now let's match those long bolts. Right. Try it, otherwise fine. Tired, huh? Also me, I'm tired. I was 8 hours duty at work. Come back home, feed the little boy, preparing for sleep. And then I say, let me finish this one because I don't want to see it here inside the house by Christmas. I want to be out from here. Let's see if I manage to catch the hole down there. I think I need to undo a bit this one. Put just the bar, tight a bit the bar over there, and then put the nuts. Yeah, I think I need to do like that. Move myself in this side. Make sure I match the hole there. Somehow catch the hole. My head is in the middle, sorry guys, I need to find the hole down there. It's not easy to find these glory holes. One. And the last one. Hope you want to tight like that. And then with the nuts, I think the bar I need to tighten a little bit with the pliers without destroying the thread, because otherwise I'll not be able to put the nuts. Just make sure they grip on the thread underneath down there. And I'm gonna get the tool, the wrench, and tie them. Actually, let's try to do here to see if it's working like that. If I make sure that I put them in first and then slide in the amplifier on the bars. If it make any difference, it's not gonna make any difference. Maybe I'm gonna struggle in this way, right? Well, let's see. At least I know that they are inside those nuts. Let's see. I'm gonna might struggle. Okay. You know, if I'm gonna catch it on the view, maybe I can catch it if I put it here. They solder this wire over there. Right. Need to put some solder there to add a little solder on that joint to hold better that cable there. Yeah, now it's better. And I need to desolder also this wire. Sorry for my head, guys. I don't have any other option. That's the unique option that I can do. And let's see if we can slide this one through the tubes. Otherwise, I need to take them out. Those two catch it. This catch it, that one catch it. Yeah, but I catch in my wire. Ground wire is in. And now it's more hard to make them fit. See, this one here. That one there. This one here. Oh, it's in its place. Definitely. It's in its place. Let me just put these nuts and then I'm gonna have a quick look on the chart. Because I need then to get my wrench to tighten these bolts over here. Let's have a look what the chat says. Good evening, James. Good evening, Unibyte. Good evening, 8-bit repairs. Unibyte say might be better to put two of the threaded rods into the fan base first, then slide the amplifier module down over them. Yeah. I don't know if I think it's tight enough also, that one, because I'm gonna get the wrench anyway. Now I'm gonna do it. Now I need here to change my tip, because I need to put the big one, because it's a very thick wire, this one. This one is very thick, so I need to solder that one, and I need a very thick soldering iron bit, so I need to change. Where is my big one? It's down there. How am I gonna get it out from there? Right, it's in here, but I need to wait a bit because it's still hot, the soldering station. In the meantime, let me get the wrench. Oh, also this one can be, but let me find the right size over there. See which one is the right size. This is big. One size less. Yes, that one. All right. I say that I'm gonna test the speaker protection circuit, and I don't test it, and I put already the amplifiers on the place. I need to make sure that wires they don't touch nothing. I need to power. Let me get a tweezer. Make sure these wires they don't touch anywhere. To power this guy. These also wires stay outside to don't touch nothing. Here the same. Make sure they don't touching nothing. The ground. That's my positive over there. That come on out from there. Yeah. Alright, so we need to test this speaker protection circuits. Good evening, Bishop. You what did miss? Yeah, you miss not too much important. Yeah, are in because now I need to test the speaker protection, then to go to connect the power. But before I connect the power, I need to check a bit online to see which resistor to set up the bias. Well, I'm gonna bring two multimeters and I'm gonna set up the bias on the current base, because on the current base I already read it should be set up in 2 amps per channel. And let's test a bit this circuit. All right, so let me grab some wire to my bench power supply. Hope they are long enough that I can reach from here to there. Quite short. Let's see if I can get this wire like that. This one are quite short. Let me see the other ones. I have another pair. And another pair. Yeah, quite longer a bit. So I'm gonna use this one that are longer. Negative, positive. I'm gonna connect this one to our negative, which is the case of the amplifier. I'm gonna connect this one over here. But let me first set up my power supply to just 10 millivolts, and we're gonna increase gradually. So where is my here? So I need to go to just 10 millivolts. 10 millivolts. And I'm gonna set up just only 500 amps. 500 milliamps, sorry. It's more than enough to trigger. Let's turn on. You can see we have around there, and if I go increasing slowly, yeah. Right, let me power the amplifier. So the amplifier boards are not connected yet. It's only the power supply, and I'm testing the speaker protection circuit. So let's connect this one here. Right, let's turn on. Can't turn on because I don't connect that wires that go to the thermocouple. So let me first connect those wires to the thermocouple. If I can put my finger there, I need to connect the thermocouple first. So this wire should go down there. Not easy. My fingers are not that much thin. I can go down there. And where are the wires? Where do the wires went? Oh my goodness. Why you go there? Okay, let me take it out from here. Make sure the wires are free. Let me try with the players. Where I put my players now? Let me try with the players to put these ones because they're not easy. Not easy, then they stay only how they want. Okay, one is in. Let's put in the second one. Okay, let's connect also to this one. It's in. Let's connect also the top one. Okay, thermocouples are connected. We push the wire on the right place because the wire has a place over there, clamp that holds the wire in place. Right, cable is there. And now we can power. Right. Well, relays are on. Speaker protection relays are on. let's test the speaker protection. So I'm going to put the ground to the ground, and we're going to also invert it to make sure that it's, and how you can see in the wait a second, because my power supply disconnected or no? Let me have a quick look. Yeah, it's connected, but why? Ah, we have. So you can see there we have 30 millivolts. So let's increase slowly to see what's the sensitivity of this speaker protection to make sure it's working. Usually they should click around 900 millivolts. Ah, 600 millivolts already directly click. So this one is working. So at 600 millivolts the relay clicks. So I need see now come back to the normal state. If I go now again back up to 600 millivolts, we're gonna click again. See, clicked already. So 600 millivolts sensitivity on this this side, on this channel. Now let's invert the polarity, because he needs to act also with the polarity invert. Because in case that the negative side of the transistors go blown and put negative voltage on the speaker, it should also detect that one. So let's increase. Negative voltage is not that much sensitive. Let's go more. Let's see, on the negative side. Already 1 volt and I don't hear the click. It should click on the negative side as well. Let me reduce. Make sure it's... It should click also in the negative side. But now it's in 0. Let me do a reset. Turn on. It's clicking, this one. Yeah, it's off now. It's on the relay. And let's see, in negative voltage, why it's not clicking. It should click also on negative side. Or this speaker protection detect only positive side. And already 1 volt and nothing happened. Let's go more up. This voltage should click. Why you are not clicking? Why you are taking only positive? It's taking only the positive side. Doesn't know to check also the negative. It's really weird. See, in positive is clicking. Let's go back to normal state. is off. Go back to normal state. Let's see the other side. Let's see also the other side what it's doing. It's clicked. Come back to the normal state. Let's see in the inverting polarity. When the polarity inverted, doesn't click. So this one is measuring only positive side, not also the negative side. Because are all the simple one, only with the transistors. I know I had some speaker protection that is based on a circuit, on an IC. Those one take both sides, even negative, even positive. It's detect only positive, this one. It's okay. I don't connect. I don't discharge the cows, but I don't connect yet the amplifier. I am testing the speaker protection circuit. Looks like it's detecting only positive voltage, not also the negative. And that's really weird. That's really weird. Let me also check on this way. Make sure that the negative voltage is present on the speaker. I'm going to connect the negative over here. Put the positive over here. And if I put here, you can see clear that is a negative voltage on the multimeter. And if I touch this one with this one, the voltage is still there present, but the relay doesn't detect negative voltage. Detect only positive. Detect only positive. It is what it is. They are working, but they are detecting only positive voltage. So they are not those like the one that I have with an IC. I think I have a module around here somewhere in the box that I can show you. But it is what it is. I can't do nothing. I need to modify all the circuit. I need to install new other module inside in case of you want to measure also also to take the action on also in the negative voltage. What's wrong with my camera? One sec, guys, because my camera, I don't know, it's not memorized this one like that. So yeah, that it is what it is. Okay, let's solder that wire to the speaker, and then we're gonna look online to find a way how to bias via resistor or via current. Maybe we're gonna give a test to see how it sounds. Okay, let me change the very big bit because here I need to do very big soldering. Yeah, let's solder those wires. maximum temperature because the wire is very thick. Right, let's solder it. Let me see if I can reach on the other side to solder also the other one. Because here you need to move yourself around the amplifier. You cannot move the amplifier around you. You move yourself around it. Ah. It's about to burn my fingers. I'm in an awkward position to do this soldering here. I'm in a really awkward position. Right. They've soldered it. Now I need to go online to understand how. Let me solder also the signal wires. Okay. Signal wires also to solder. This wire wants to stay there where I put it, but I can thin the wire a bit. Maybe I can pass it through to hold in place. Yeah, and I can thin the wire a bit. Solder also the input signal. Right. This channel should be this channel over here. But how the wire needs to reach over there? It needs to go like that. Because there's no other option how the wire needs to reach there. Only like that. Even like that doesn't reach. So how this cable needs to reach over there? How the signal wire needs to get over there? Yeah, you need to understand how this cable can reach over there. If you go from the bottom, still doesn't reach. Still is not reaching there, all the way there. I know how this cable needs to reach there. I know, I understand. I need to pass it underneath there, but I need to make a space that he can pass. I need to move this red wire away, like so. This one I need to pass it underneath, like so. Like so. Just to come from there. Like so. And now I can solder, yeah. Something like that, this cable needs to come. Something there. Not quite right. No, it's fine. So this wire has to come from there, over there. Oh, from there. Yeah, from there, like that needs to come. Right. Let's solder in place over there. One sec, guys, to solder this wire because it's really an awkward space. I can put my soldering iron in. We don't like how this wire get to. Right. That's one channel. Now, let's pass also this channel underneath. Just only like that it needs to go. It needs to come underneath the board. Like so. Just to go in from there. Bit awkward how I need to do here. I can manage to catch it. Right. Comes over there. Yeah. So let's tin also this one. Sorry if I'm not talking, I just want to focus on this one to get it soldered good there. This is not an easy way to do it. It's not an easy way to do it there. This is a very narrow space over there. A narrow space there. Right, that one also sorted. That one also sorted. Let me go a bit through the chat. Good evening, Mad McMahon. Good evening, 22 Rockabilly. What? Rockability or rockabilly? Yeah. So I'm almost there. I need to now to check online if I can find any information how to bias through the resistor or to bias in my way, how I know to the current. Let's bring a bit the internet page over here. Let's bring the internet page over here. Let's find the information about this guy, how to bias. 100 MK2. Let's see. Using diagram. Did we find just the BS? Those are a different one. Bias it to produce 40 watts. 200 millivolts. Oh, but this one is not our. This one looks smaller. This one looks smaller. It's not our, this one. This one is not our one. Because I know to bias through the current, so I need just to bring two other multimeters and put there and power on the current, adjust the current. Because this one has so many resistors, I don't know in which one exactly I need to measure the bias. I really don't know in which resistors I need to measure the bias. I know in my way the current. The original spec 600 millivolts. Yeah, but in which resistor? I have lots of resistors over here. In which one? Which one from all of those? I think I'm gonna set up on my way with the current. Yes, otherwise I'm gonna stay all the night here to understand which one are those resistors. Yeah, I think I go with the current. It's the same because the Ohm law say, oh, you set up in millivolts or you set up on current, you are in the same place. So I go with the current. So in this case, I need to. Actually, I'm gonna just power only one. Adjust the bias, adjust the voltage. Make sure it's 0 voltage on the output. Then connect the cable back to normal on the power. Then I'm gonna do the other one. And like that I don't need to fetch other multimeters. I can use the ones that I have here. Right. Let me connect everything what I need and start doing on my way. It's the same way of biasing through the resistor, only that I'm measuring current, I'm not measuring millivolts. So let me connect the wire to my bench multimeter. Right, so I have negative and positive. I'm gonna do one by one. Right. This one, I can measure the voltage. Make sure on the output we don't have voltage, DC voltage. Bring it as much we can to 0. So soldering I don't need, so I can remove a bit the soldering station over there. Where is my resistors? We was here. Where do I put them now? Oh, here. Here. Okay, I'm gonna connect as a speaker. It's a dummy load. It's 8 ohm. This one we're gonna act as our speaker. I'm gonna measure across it the voltage on the speaker. Make sure it's close to 0. That's this. And I'm gonna change these ones. Crocodiles one. I'm gonna put on current. And put on current, and we're gonna measure this one. Alright, now I need to discharge the capacitors because I need to connect the amplifier. Where do I put that resistor the other day? Do I remember? Do you remember where I put that resistor the other day? I don't think so. I remember where I put the resistors. It's not in that box. Not even here. Where do I put the other day the resistor? Aha, I know where I put it. I put it on the box when I just clean everything fast. I put everything in that cardboard box. And all the parts which I take out from the amplifier. I'm not needle here, man. Where do I put the... See, this is what I don't like, because I need to clean every time. I cannot leave things like that. And then I remember from a day to another day where I put them. Where do I put them? Where do I put them? Oh, I found them. Found them. Let's discharge the capacitor to make sure I'm discharged. Connect one channel, setting up the channel correctly. Then connect the other channel, setting up correctly. And then power both of them and listen some music. We're gonna do like that. So otherwise I don't have an option. Let's discharge them. While I'm discharging, I can have a look on the chart. Rockabilly, this is your amp. And Vishal didn't tell me nothing that is your amp. So now you can see how I'm gonna setting up. If it's your amp, this one. I have a lots of videos made on it one. So if you want to see how many hours I spend on, I think you're gonna spend one day to watch only videos about this amplifier. Yeah, you're gonna see how many hours I spent on to make it proper how should be. As they charged, you don't look already resistor smoking, man. Resistor is smoking. Resistor smoking. I think we should be alright. The resistor is toasty. Resistor is toasty. Okay, let me make sure that there is no voltage over there. No voltage left. 1 volt is fine. 1 volt is fine. 2 volts. 5 volts. This one has too high. Let's discharge more. Let's discharge more. That's too much. 5 volts is too much. 1 volt is fine. 5 is too high. Still there is sparks because lots of amps they are storing these ones. Not only voltage. There's more amps than voltage on these capacitors. With these 5 volts with the capacitor you can make those kind of welding batteries. You know when they weld batteries? With 5 volts with this capacitor you weld those batteries. Alright, now it should be okay. So let's do on my way biasing and making sure 0 DC voltage on the output. So current here. Current. Put it back to current. Okay, I need to get my hands down there. I need to see how I'm gonna be, I think all the time with my HA1. About what you are speaking, Madmakman? About those ICs for speaker protection, yeah. But this one, no, is just 4 transistors. It's a speaker protection, not with the circuit, not the with the IC. Yeah, can be modified to add a module with those ICs. Those ICs are better. But this stay down to them, because if you install that once, you need to add a small transformer around here to have a power of 12 volts or 24 volts. I don't know, depend of which kind of module you want to add. So sorry guys if my head is in the middle, because here I need to go down there where I need to connect the wires from the amplifier. So it's not an easy way to do it. Sorry if you're gonna find my head in the middle. I need to try to hold the wire if I can without spinning. Put the screw in. Please don't spin wire. Okay, one, we have it on right place. We have one on right place. And let's connect the negative, and through the positive we're gonna adjust the bias. Let's connect the negative down there. And we bring the wire first near there. It needs to go down under the board. Try to spin it here around if I can. And with a pair of pliers, try to bend them just a little bit. Alright, second is in. The third one, it will gonna be in after we give it power and to adjust everything what we need to adjust. Alright, this is our positive. So I'm gonna hold it there to don't touch anywhere. Gonna connect our crocodile to the positive over there. Which one is the positive? Positive is this one that comes over here. So this is our positive, so I can connect here a crocodile. That's our positive. I think I need to put opposite, otherwise I'm gonna measure the current on negative. That's there. And this one needs to go there. All right. And now we're gonna watch out both of the multimeter. So the black one should be bring it as much we can to 0. The black multimeter over here. And this one here, we need to bring it around 1 amp, because is 1 amp in the positive, it will gonna be another amp on the negative. So in total, it will gonna be 2 amps. So let me get my screwdriver for adjusting the trim ports. Let's see if this one is a good one, that I can put my fingers down there and try to adjust the trim ports that I can reach it. The bottom one, a bit hard to reach it. Yeah, I can reach. So the bottom one is for DC offset, and the top one is for the current. Right. Make sure to switch it off. Make sure we're powering. So now, watch out the multimeters. Okay, we are about there. I need to just bring it a bit lower. Actually, it's good. We are about there, and also the DC offset, just 10 millivolts. But the current, I'm okay with the current. It's going a bit down because it's adjusting by itself, balancing. On DC offset a bit, I'm gonna touch it. Yeah, let me see if I can get, without touching this capacitor, I can get my hands to that pot over there and try to adjust a bit the DC offset, looking on the multimeter. That's going up in this direction. I need to go. This direction should bring it down. Yeah, I bring it down. See, I need to spin myself around the amplifier to put my head there. And die. I can't see it. Right, I mean, let's bring it down how much we can to 0. So watch the black one. That one we are trying to bring it, so now it's just, actually it's even not, so we have 110, 1, so it's less than 1 millivolt, so I'm gonna leave it there. So it's less than 1 millivolt. Yeah, it's lost 1 millivolt. Let me see if I can set up the range to be more accurate, just on 500 millivolts. Where I can adjust the range? Well, from the computer, because now I cannot do from the multimeter. I need to look on the computer, but doesn't tell me. The range is not open, so I can't open. It's going automatically. But by the way, if you need to count there, so you have first 0 is volt, then you have point, 100 millivolts, 10 millivolts, the second 0, and millivolt the third zero, so it's below 1 millivolt, so it's fine. I need to ramp up a bit the bias to be biased better, to heat up a bit the transistors. So watch out on the white multimeter now, because I need to bring it around 1 amp. So watch on that one to bring it up to one amp almost. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. 1 amp. So it's gonna be now 2 amps, because you have 1 amp on the positive side, and then you have another amp on the negative side, which I should have a second multimeter connected to the negative, but is the same. So the bias is now okay. I'm gonna now touch a bit also the DC, because that's what you need to do with the amplifier. You need to go adjust the bias, adjust the DC, adjust the bias, adjust the DC, until you put on the right parameters. Oh, on the other side I need to go now. On the other direction, because now we are in the positive. Yeah, I'm about there. So I'm gonna say this channel is okay. So remember the number over there is 993. So we're gonna try to put also this one in the same parameters. And then we're gonna play some music. Yeah, so that one is okay. That one is okay. Leave it there. Discharge the capacitor. Discharge the capacitors. Discharge. Then we're gonna do also this one. Let me have a look on chat. Bună seara, Vrancea. The chips. Yeah, Matcam, those are good chips for speaker protection. But as I say, this one is just a simple one, has only based on 4 transistors. I am pretty sure one is used to drive the relay, and then the small one on the front is the one that detects the voltage present, and then the third one, I think, is a voltage stabilizer, because it's getting this one voltage from the main power supply over here. Doesn't have a separate transformer or separate voltage coming out from the transformer. No, it's via this big resistor over here, put down the voltage to power the module. And I'm pretty sure the one of the big transistor is driving the relay. Second big transistor is doing voltage stabilizer for the circuit. And you have only 2 transistors that detect the voltage. So what do you expect only from 2 transistors? That's what it is. Same on this side. You have a big resistor over here. Put down the voltage, power the module. One transistor do as a stabilizer to stabilize the voltage, to keep a constant voltage on it. The other big transistor driving the relay to keep the load, and the small ones that detect the voltage. Right, let's do the same things also on this side. Let me first to connect also that the positive on his place down there. These one are not discharged, so I need to use the resistor to discharge those one before I'm connecting the the amplifier, because this capacitor was the amplifier to discharge. Alright, let me first bring the wire there and try to see how I can catch it with my tweezer and at the same time come down with the screwdriver on it. Yeah, we managed. Okay, so that's powered normally. Now let's discharge this one. And we're gonna do the same settings also for this channel. Then I'm gonna attack the speakers. I'm gonna connect those separate microphones, not this one that cancelling the noise. I'm gonna put that one that doesn't cancelling the noise. And we're gonna listen how it sounds without noise cancelling. Not in a max volume because my little boy is sleeping. Just to have an idea how it sounds. And I'm gonna play just a sound from the audio library, YouTube audio library, which is no copyright song. So just to have an idea which music it will gonna be, because I can't play other different musics. Why you don't stay? Don't touch the capacitors. This resistor, man. Okay, let's quick a measurement to make sure that all the voltage is gone from there. So here to here, 300 millivolts, 2 volts. You still have current on it. Aye. Still have voltage on. I think now it's gone to 2 volts. Just 1 second, guys. Let's connect the wires. Adjust this one, and I'm gonna have a look on the chart. So let's start with the ground, which is the black wire over here. It needs to go in the middle screwdriver over there. Go there, and this side the screws are not magnetic, so it's gonna be a pain in the ass because they're not magnetic. Gonna be a pain on the ass because I don't know why here the screws are not magnetic and the other side are magnetic. This wire is spinning. Okay, I can hold it somewhere and drop the screw on my tweezer on the hole. Yeah, we are there. Try to go straight to the screw. That's down there good. Now let's go with the negative wire. Okay. I really don't know why this screws. Oh, this one is magnetic. Okay, if you are magnetic, then it's a good thing for me. But you wire, you spin how you want because you are more thicker, right? Let me see if I can spin you on the right way and put you down there. Right, you are almost there. Yeah. Right. In. Okay, this is our positive over there. We'll not put it because we need to adjust everything. This one we're gonna measure our current between positive over there, positive down there. We move the speaker to the other channel. And let me see the chat. Good evening, Rosie Rose. You are the best. Sheldon, relax. Good evening. Bro, use blue tack on the end of your screwdriver. Leave it. Now it's done. It's finished. Until I find also blue tack. Do you think that it's easy to find my things over here in all the boxes here? I need to take all the boxes one by one. Wait a second, because I touched that capacitor and bend a bit. The one that I had extra, you know? The one that they were blue, now are those Nichicons, the 100 microfarad, which you bought them. And right, watch out the multimeters now. Let's see what it says this channel. Well, we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing because I don't put in current over here. That's why there is nothing. So let's wait a bit because need a bit time to warm up the big transistors over here. You have 8, 16. So it's still adjusting by itself. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna do now on my other hand. How I'm gonna do here. Let's see. I'm gonna put myself to adjust things. Let's see, because here is coming everything opposite. Let me see if I can reach from this side. And you're gonna might see my head in the middle, but there is no other option. Let's see if the current adjusting. This one is our bias. Yeah, it's going up 900. 909. It was 990. 94, something like that was, right? Let's bring it up to 994. 994. 994. 57. Yeah, almost there. I need to adjust the DC offset. That one I really can't see it. I really can't see the pot down there from that side. How am I gonna do it? Let's see. Let's see if I can see the port. If I can adjust slowly. Die, stay there, screwdriver. Okay. Yeah, this side I need to spin. Let me get a better one. Where are you? Vertical, okay. Okay, let's have a look what's happening. It's going down, going down. Going down. Going more down. We are almost there, guys. Only that this screwdriver is we're almost there. I go to that's it. A little bit more. Yeah, I'm about there. Out there, see, now I need to ramp up a bit more bias because when I adjusted adjusting the DC offset, the bias going crazy. So you need again to adjust the bias. To adjust the bias, I need to come from this side like that. Awkward position. Check the multimeter. Yeah, it's going up. 994, I say. Go to 994. I'm about there. Yeah. And DC offset 0. Perfect. Perfect. I still need to ramp up a bit this one. Self-adjusting. That's why there is those special MOSFETs that they were blown, because those ones self-adjusting. It's you remember the amplifier, this Prima Luna, that has auto bias biasing the tubes. Those 4 transistors do this. Those 4 FETs do the same things like on that Prima Luna. Is balancing. So you set up your bias and then he's balancing equal to all the transistors. Yeah, I think that's all. I think it's stabilizing now. Yeah, yeah. See, now it's going up. So now it's stabilized. So it's here. It's here. See, that's it. Stabilize it. Big up. Now it's going a bit down. So here we are in there. When it's starting going a little bit up and down, this means the point where it's stabilizing. See? Now it's gonna go a bit again, up a bit. The transistor, then the JFETs again, they were gonna read that the current is going crazy, pulling down the current. So yeah, we are here. See, now it's going up because the transistor try to heat up. The other FETs that we changed, they notice that the current going crazy, reduce the voltage on the gates. on the base of the transistors. See, but we are almost there. Yeah, so now I'm gonna switch it off. I'm gonna set up my other microphones that I say that let's see the time if allowed us. Yeah, allowed us a bit. Gonna set up quick the microphones and we're gonna see how it sounds. But let me quick to have a quick look on my little boy to make sure that he don't turn himself with the face on the pillow. Okay, sleeping like an angel, man. Boom. Let me connect also that wire, but leave it there to drain the capacitors. And there to drain the capacitors and to connect also the positive back to its place. I'm gonna unplug it so don't get my hands on the way where is the mains. Let me see the chat what it says. Irilan Echo, good evening. I hope you are having a good night. Yeah, put the earphones in, man, because I say it will gonna be straight away play the sound from the speakers with the microphone that doesn't do any noise cancelling. So it will gonna be a little bit of floor noise because they are picking up a bit of floor noise. But it will gonna be the natural sound that comes straight away from the speaker. So we're gonna have this sound test, and then I'm gonna come with another. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do, or live stream, or maybe recorded video when I'm gonna run measurements, oscilloscope, and spectrum analyzer on it. Because always when you finish it, you're setting up, then you need to do measurement to see if it's still doing the power that it says the manual. The manual say 100 watts or whatever. Then you need to see if the distortion is still in parameters how the manual says. But we'll not have time for those measurements tonight. But we're gonna have a sound on. And I say I'm gonna see what it will gonna be best for me to do, a recorded video or another live stream with the measurements on this. To see if it's still doing the power which come out from the factory. It should do because it has new capacitors. Amplifier board has same new capacitors everywhere. These resistors are really good quality resistor, Vishal Del, which are the best resistors that you can find them and are the most expensive that you can find them. The power transistor are brand new and fresh. Drivers from the power transistor are also all of them brand new, fresh. The only things that are still old are those ones that they are working fine. And those one, by the way, doesn't have nothing to do with the sound. Those ones here. This one has stabilizing the bias. All right, I think it's tied that one. Okay, let me get a pair of nice speakers. Let me get the cabling first. That's the cabling. That's the cabling for my speakers. All right. Let me set up first the microphone to do a mic test with my voice to tell me how it sounds. The voice test. Oh no, why this cable under me there? So when I have a USB 3 over here, I have one here. Let me use this one. Right. I'm gonna use that one. Let me move this chair away from here. Let me grab the microphones. Right. These are the microphones which are gonna put them on the front of the speaker with no noise cancellation. Stereo version, so you're gonna hear the sound on stereo. Let's see. I'm gonna put one there. Let me bring the cable up there. Okay. Let me get the other channel microphone. Right. Another channel microphone. Stay there. Right. Let me see now if I can bring here the sound, these microphones on the OBS. So give me a second. So if I go to mics, and I go to properties, and if I go to see which one are these ones, I think are this one. 1, 2, 3. If someone can tell me if it's stereo, because I don't know how to set up here stereo on OBS. How I set up stereo on OBS now? Because are those one definitely my microphones, but how I set up stereo? Right, let me see if I need to go to my computer sound settings to set up on stereo. Let me have a quick look. Over there. So where is the audio over here? System, sound, microphone, USB serial is this one. Is this one? Or is for USB audio codec? I really don't understand which one is. Let me see which one is disappearing, because I don't remember exactly. So let's see which one is disappearing from there. So it's not that one. So I need an OBS to set up different one, because I set up a wrong one. So let me set up here to be already in stereo version. So one channel, let's put in 2 channel. What shall I put? 48 kilohertz or 44? What is the best quality vision? 48 or 44? I'm gonna put the maximum 44. Now let me go to OBS to bring this microphone over there. So mic properties is not that one. It should be a different one. Where are you? Microphone. Now we're okay, and it's in stereo, right? Someone has a headset. Huh? stereo? Oh, we are in stereo with the microphone. Maybe my voice is lower because I'm far away from the microphones. I need to come here down. Huh? Maybe I can go same on my settings here. Where is the? I put a bit volume on microphone, so I bring it to 80. Let me go back to OBS now. Speaking out more noise, because I put more gain on, and I click on this one, and let's see on filters. Let me close all the filters, even the limiter. I'm gonna close it. Now we are without any filters on the OBS. 44. I put it on 48 already. Okay, let me bring the speakers now. I might need to make a bit of mess around here because I want to bring the TDL ones. Now up there, and I have some things on the top. I need to remove them. Right, come on TDL. I was sure that something was gonna fall. So we're gonna test these speakers. Let me put the front camera. So we're gonna test with these speakers. We're gonna test with these ones. So one is there. Let me bring the second one, which I need to go up there to remove this my little boy helicopter around here. And my wife, she put something on the top there. Hope it will not fall down while I'm taking the speaker. Right, it's good. So let's set up things like that. Connect nice wires for the speakers. And we're gonna see. Should sound amazing, this one. So I will not know now exactly which one is left, which one is right. How it comes if it's inverted, the left to right. It is what it is for now. That's the negative. There's this positive. Can you still hear me? Okay. Let me connect the other cable. It's there. No quiet for me too. No sound. How come no sound? There is sound now? There is sound? Let me try to play my sound on my... The sound is working, no? Yeah, because I'm far from the microphone. The microphones are properly in the floor. We're gonna listen to the music, sorry. Let me put a bit of volume on the microphone. Yeah, that's why you can hear me low, because the microphones are on the floor, facing the speakers, because I want you to listen to exactly how the amplifier sounds straight away. That's the best way how to show it. Because if I use this microphone, this one cancelling noise, and you heard the music badly. But with that one, you're gonna hear the music without any noise cancellation. So just one wire to connect, and then I'm gonna play music. Just give me a second, guys, to connect this wire, and then we're gonna play music. Oh no, you fall down. Alright, we should be all set, guys. Should just only get my audio signal in here. This one. And then we connect the signal wire over here. So this. Let me get the Samsung, which I have that YouTube library sound. Files, audio. One is this one, mine's free. Right. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is all the way down. Okay. Let me make sure the let me now to see how you was listening to the music if I was keep recording the music through the microphone of the camera. So now is this microphone, okay? And let's see how how bad you was listening to this music if I was keeping this microphone to let you listen. So let me play. Huh? Huh? Where is my more quality sound? Through this microphone or the one on the floor? No, yeah, I'm gonna put the lid. But I say, I will gonna see what I will gonna do. A live stream again, or I'm gonna do a recorded video on running the measurements and spectrum analyzer, oscilloscope test to see the maximum power, because on the oscilloscope you can see the maximum power. Yeah, because this microphone has built-in noise cancelling, so that's why it will not pick up the sound how with those microphones that they are also not condenser microphone, are a voice call. So properly the pressure of the speaker move the voice call, the microphone voice call. So that's why those one are good to record the music straight away to them, because it's not a condenser microphone that is quite always firm, just a little bit moving. That one has properly the voice call and it's quite big like that, the microphone, and moving and create the reproduce the sound exactly how comes from the speaker. So yeah, Enka, but with this one, only how much I play it, you heat up the house, man. You know how hot is here? Oh wow, really hot, man. This one, you listen full day music and you heat up also the house. Yeah, for sure is a huge difference. Vishal, you know that everything what you bring to my hands, they go out from my house, the best ones that you can ever listen to an amplifier. You know that, no, Vishal? I say, I built my own amplifier when I was a lad of 11, 12 years old. My very first amplifier built it by myself with the components, not buy it from market or something, because it was hard to get to this one on my country when I was back young. I was going to the old TV, you know, the CRT TV, the one with the CRT. I was going there checking inside the CRT TVs, the transistor that I need, resistors. I was desoldering them from there and prepare all my components that I need to build the amplifier. And then the transformer, I made with my hands like that, the turns, how many turns I need to make the right voltages on the output on the transformer, with my hands spinning the turns on the transformer. Oh, take me ages to make that amplifier. Got to go sleep. Okay, have a good night. Also me, I'm gonna stop here because I need also me to still prepare my. I'm gonna put this lid and I'm gonna put it there, and then can be closed when I run the measurements, because I don't need to touch anything inside. I just need to hook up the dummy load where are the speaker terminals, and hook up the oscilloscope to it and inject with the signal generator 1 kilohertz signal in and see how it's doing. And I'm gonna close this one after the live stream, because I say also me I need to prepare my lunchbox for tomorrow. Can we make full compare the separate mix? Yeah, for sure. The separate mix, I say, are also voice call microphones, not electret microphones like condenser ones. So that's why I always, when all my videos that you say that I'm doing a sample of a sound test, I always record with those one, because they record exactly the sound that you can hear on the speaker. A bit it will gonna be compressed when it's going to YouTube, because YouTube definitely will gonna compress the sound a bit. But still, you have an idea how the quality of the sound is. Yeah, I really appreciate that you join us. Like how many we are, guys? Because I don't know how to put on my screen to show me how many people are watching me. I don't know. Someone needs to help me to do that, because I have a laptop in front of me that is on YouTube through my wife account to watch back my stream to make sure that there is no lagging or something, but it's not telling me how many people watching my stream there. No, I think I saw it down. So 14. Yeah, 14. Yeah, I saw now in the corner down, but I don't know how to put it over here on my main screen. If someone knows how to, please let me know. Right, guys. So I really appreciate watching this stream. I'm gonna close now because I say I need to prepare my lunchbox. I need to put the lid on this one. Put the table, this table where is now the amplifier is our dining table that needs to go in that corner down there. So I need to clear up all the room, all the mess here, and then also go in the bed. Also me and my wife, she reached home. Yeah, I'm happy that yeah, involve a lot of work. If you can go to all my streams, all the streams are like 2 hour plus, and all the streams I work on it, like changing this one. Then there is a video where I recorded only few parts, so I cut that video. It was also there like 3 hours work to change all the transistors there on the board. But I make a recorded video, so I cut off when I was soldering. I just put, after I finished soldering, I did the video, like I put only important parts on that video. Yeah, taking a little work, but you bring it back on his glory. And this one, yeah, as a value, even if it's a second hand, has a value like 3,000 pounds plus. I saw prices on eBay. And now it's fully refurbished, so new capacitors, so just fresh ones. New capacitor on the board, fresh ones. New power transistor, fresh, brand new ones. Everything is like brand new ones. And definitely now we're gonna withstand another 50 years from now and then. Have a good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining me. I say I'm gonna see what I'm gonna decide to do with a live stream or recording video on how measures and how the spectrum analyzer tell about distortion on the sound. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna feel myself to do a stream on that. We're gonna do a stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna do a video recording and I'm gonna edit and I'm gonna put it out there. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I wish you a good night to all of you. A good day to all of you, depend of which country you are in this world. And see you on the next one. Bye bye now, guys. Bye bye.